Leave the everyday stresses behind and come on an action-packed ride with me, Penny Wells, and the Discoverers crew as we travel to the top of Down Under. Join me on a white-knuckle ride to the top of Down Under. Hi, I'm Penny Wells and welcome to the top of Down Under. Now some may say that we've saved the best till last, and in this episode we have one spot that literally has it all. Located 130 k's northwest of Cape Crawford, Lorella Springs is a must for all adventurers. With access to the ocean via the Rosie Track, this place will excite four-wheel drivers, fishermen and family like no other. So jump on board and let's go for a ride. Travelling north on the Lindman National Park Roper Bar Road, 101 kilometres from Cape Crawford, is a turn-off to Lorella Springs Wilderness Park, where you will need to continue a further 29 kilometres to reach the homestead.
Talking down a roadside payphone, trying to explain my thoughts.
In some circumstances, you may find you have to drive a four-wheel drive track at night, and that's when good spotlights come into play. Take, for example, back there was this dirty big pig, and if I hadn't have seen him in time, I reckon he would have done some damage to my beloved 4B. We're running a bit late, but we're nearly at Lorella, so I'm going to push through.
Hello, you finally made it. You must be Penny.
Yeah, and you must be Red.
I'm Red. How's it going?
Yeah, really good. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, I've done a few Ks today. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I've heard so much about this place. I can't wait to have a look around.
Well, how about I get your cold beer, settle you in,
okay,
and then we'll go from there.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Now, how about, park your car, set up, go jump in the hot spring.
Okay, awesome.
And when you're ready, come up, we'll have a feed and go sit around the fire.
Okay, yeah, I've heard so much about this place. I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, no, you'll love it. It's a million-acre property. You'll love it.
Awesome.
Lots
Thanks, Rhett. Ta.
Yes, you did hear right. Lorella is a million-acre, family-owned wilderness sanctuary. Lorella is a remote and unspoilt long-stay destination. The main camping area is located at the homestead, which is a stone's throw from a thermal hot spring which also divides the camping area into two. This spring provides abundant water to the facilities. These include a camp kitchen, flushing toilets and long hot showers.
So we're here at Lorella Springs now. The wind has a bit of an Arctic chill to it. So we're going to head up to one of the warmer springs and hopefully we can find a nice bull on the way to have for dinner.
Jody never did come across a T-bone for dinner, but Lorella is set up for four-wheel drive based exploring and has tracks to varying degrees of difficulties.
What do you feel comfortable doing?
One wheel that side and one wheel in the middle.
Okay.
Is that in case you bottom out if you try and go in the ruts? Yeah. So we've got full action coming up.
Due to the torrential rain from the wet season each year, the tracks become overgrown and rutted out. So if you love a four-wheel drive challenge, be here early in the dry season and you can have a ton of fun helping to open up the tracks. It only takes a few cars to push down the grass, and then this will become the new main track. Generally, most of the tracks are open by late May, and on arrival you are provided with a detailed map to lead you to the various attractions, with good signage along the way for those who find navigating a challenge.
This place here is called Emerald Pool, and it's just incredible how clear it is. And it's deceiving how deep it is too, because it is so clear. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ben hasn't made it in, he's already doing an injury.
The water is so clear you can easily see the bottom, but the depth of the pool is actually several metres deep.
Oh, refreshing. Tiny stumpy legs.
It's so crystal clear here, it's like swimming in a fishbowl.
Cold swim, Jodie.
It's absolutely freezing, but it is absolutely beautiful and worth it. That is the clearest water you'll ever find anywhere. In summer, you'd spend all day here. As it's not summer, I'm done.
In different parts of Australia, you can drive a couple of 100 k's between waterholes, but here in Lorella, it's literally a few hundred metres, and they are just amazing waterholes, so get out here and have a look for yourself.
Wildfire Gorge is also a beautiful, pristine, fresh waterhole nestled in the mountain range and is a perfect place on a warm day to dive in and soak up some sun.
Yeah, no, it's great. Beautiful, clear.
Lovely spot to push Dave in.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that part. Bit of sunbaking.
Seems to be set up pretty good for sunbaking.
Yeah.
Jodie had herself set up pretty comfortable there.
Yeah. You always need your head rest.
It's a magnificent spot to spend an afternoon.
Hey Pam, when you get a sec, can you come look at something on my car for me?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'm done under here. It's all good, so coming out. Okay, Jay, what did you find, mate?
It's just looking over the motor and I noticed a whole heap of cracks in the main fan there. How detrimental is that?
Yikes. Yeah, if that fan goes, can cause a few major problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it easily fixed or?
It is actually, yeah. It's a really easy fix and it's quite common in these older vehicles as well.
Okay.
And I've had it happen to my car and I've got all the gear on board, so it's something that we could fix quite easily, so I'll get my tools.
All you need is 10mm spanner. Cracks in the plastic engine fan are not that uncommon, and in general driving this would probably last until the next service. But when travelling in the hot Northern Territory and fording many rivers, they can be a recipe for disaster, so far from help. So a quick trackside repair saves a lot of drama.
One cracked fan. You just don't know.
Looks like she's in perfect health.
You just don't know when it's going to go, so it's best to replace it. Yeah. Alright, so just in our ratchet here. Okay, one dead fan. The newbie's going to fit. Perfect. It's a lot healthier than the last one, hey? Looks a little cleaner too. Yep, nice and tight. Job done, let's put this on.
As you reach down for your cane, the hours slip by from your armchair.
And go.
Need a struggle to read from care.
There we go. I got it.
Sometimes ain't all
They're all pretty tight, Jade. Okay, Jade, you want to start the engine? Give her a little rev. Yep, see if she's all good. Brilliant, Jade.
never felt well.
Lorella is not a one-night stay type of location. Due to its sheer size and vast range of things to see and do, a week still sounds way too short. Not surprisingly then, most travellers hang around for a month or more.
Loving it. Finally found some mud. Bit of action in the cab there. It was awesome. Just going to watch Jode come through.
I can recall the time when the sun is shine so bright. A happy time in my life.
That was fun. But now it looks like I have poo splattered all over my car. Ew. But it was fun.
A bit of mess.
Absolutely. Yep. High five, Jode.
Yep.
Here to the mud.
Yep.
We've done that many
And the delightful husbands who promised to clean the cars afterwards.
Yeah.
This place just gets better and better. And for those whose inner child pops up occasionally, you won't be able to resist this water slide.
How cool is that?
And just another good example of why you need to allow enough time to explore Lorella.
I reckon these taste pretty sweet and you can actually smell it. Sweet smell. Yep, they're right, it is sweet. It's like honey, super sweet. This is the infamous Nudie Springs, one of the camp spots on Lorella. Now be aware people, you have to lose all your inhibitions about clothing to camp in this spot because friends, it is a nudist camp.
It's just like morning and it's dawning that it's happened to me. There's more than meets the eye.
This is one of the smaller springs on the property, but it's definitely the warmest.
Oh, cigarettes and loneliness are drying out my mouth.
And this is the spring that feeds the swimming hole. Quite amazing. A little crevice there with the water pouring out, coming from these massive rocks. You wouldn't think so, would you? And it's definitely hotter than the swimming hole.
It's time we lost, let me down fast without chaser.
And did I dare to bear it nudie? Well, you'll never find out.
I'll check the airways to control the airways.
It's always happy hour at nudie.
We may have lost track of time a little at Nudie Springs, but with sunsets like this, it's easy to forget the stresses of life. After the break, we explore a part of Lorella where you can catch your own dinner.
Get your way. Teachers, parents, and politicians, they ridicule my wild ambitions. They say settle down.
Every great touring holiday has at least one memorable track, and the four-wheel drive only Rosie track at Lorella delivers all types of terrain on your dash to the coast.
Hey Pan, I have a lot of dust coming in my cab. Do you know why?
Yeah, I do actually, mate. I can help you out with that. I'll pull over up here and I'll show you.
Awesome, thanks.
Atom bombs, Vietnam, missions to the moon. Wonder why they give it.
Okay, Jade, I see your problem here, mate. You've actually got this on recirculate, and it's doing the opposite to what we want it to do. We actually want to pressurise the cab a bit. Otherwise, you'll cause a bit of a vacuum in here from the back doors and the vents as well. And what you need to do is actually put it on fresh with your fan on at least 1, and that'll pressurise the cab.
Okay, is that the same with the creek crossings to keep the water out?
Yeah, good question actually, Jode. That'll help as well because it pressurises your seals and less chance of water getting in as well.
Okay, cool. What about if a car's coming the other way and you've got to go through their dust?
Yeah, yep. And what you do is just turn your fan off, and once you've passed, just turn it back on again. So
too easy.
And yeah, it'll stop your dust problems.
Cool, thank you.
No worries, we'll get going, hey?
Can't stay in one place too long a time. Get so bored, I go out of my mind. Here and I'm there, don't you know I'm free? Yes, I'm moving, baby, you and me.
The Rosie Track is aptly named, as it runs parallel with Rosie Creek, and sections of the track include everything from washouts, creek crossings, muddy holes and sandy patches. Along for the ride was property owner Rhett and his family.
Because the Rosie Track is so long, it's 100 k's, you can always break up your drive and camp here, halfway on the Rosie Creek. It's a nice little camp spot. Just completed what's called the Rosie Track. This is a track about 100 k's from the homestead, and it is quite challenging, but the four-wheel drive enthusiasts will love it. And just check out the destination, this is amazing. It's got great fishing and also great crabbing as well. And a little bit further up the road, it's one of the few places in the Gulf where you can access the ocean. But don't worry, I'll show you that too.
Four-wheel drive is not the only way to get around Lorella. Buggies and quad bikes are permitted and are the perfect lightweight option to traverse the salt flats. These connect you to the Gulf coastline where barramundi, mangrove jack, cod and mud crabs are all on the menu.
There we go. We treat our fish well before we eat them.
So Jared got the big daddy, I got the smaller one.
And I'm on, folks, sorry. Can't film and catch fish, damn it.
We're going from showing our fish to reeling in another one.
Yep, another jack. Figures you can get them on and off, you catch another one.
So we're eating well tonight.
Hell yeah, we're freezing some good ones to take home too.
At the right time of the tide, the fish come on hard and fast. As soon as you could get one off, you were hooked again. Not only that, the mud crabs started coming in too, which is pretty exciting at the best of times.
This is your pride. This is good night.
After a ripper of an afternoon catching some fine fish, an awesome feed of mangrove jack and mud crabs around an open fire is definitely a lifestyle I could get used to.
Stay around for a new direction. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up.
Returning to the Rosie River though, it was time to do some amazing catch and release sports fishing. In unprecedented numbers, the queenfish set alight the water as they excitedly chase any silver lure that you can cast their way. Queenfish are considered to be only a second-grade table fish, but pound for pound they are a very energetic fish to catch. Their fast runs and frequent head-shaking leaps get your adrenaline pumping and your arms winding madly to bring them alongside the boat.
That's a good one, bud. Yep, keep going with that.
This is queenfish. They've actually been using silver lures, they love those. You just basically got to toss your lure out, wind really quick, and you'll end up with one of these, and it's amazing. You can actually see them swimming in schools around the boat. The water's that clear, and they do give you a workout when you're winding them in. A lot of fun. Let this little fella go.
They give you a good workout, don't they?
Yep.
I've got him within about 10 metres of the boat now. See if it's light. Pretty big. I reckon he's going to got one more run left in him, but he doesn't look like he's done yet. Yeah, there he goes again. That's a big fish. He's not bad, eh? Breather. Oh, no, he wasn't tired. There he goes.
Whether a novice once-a-year angler like our crew or a seasoned competition-grade fisherman, queenfish in these sorts of numbers keep you on your toes and are fun for the whole family.
Okay.
Oh no! Breaks his leg.
How big was he?
81 centimetres.
Not bad, mate.
To the fore.
Well done. Never had a worn out lure before, but I'm going to try it.
By the looks of things, I was not the only one totally pumped to be reeling in the queenies. And our time at Lorella was quickly slipping away.
Hey! Only 78. 2 centimetres smaller. What a waste.
Well, that's the end of this episode. Lorella is such a special place. It's a 1 million acre property, so you really need to spend a couple of weeks here. What I've shown you is just the tip of the iceberg, and the kids will love it as well. And it's also the end of the series. I don't know if you realise, but Jode only has an automatic licence and she's never driven a 4-wheel drive before, so I think she's done pretty darn well. But until next time, I'll see you somewhere on the top of Down Under.